Alright, what's up, baes? I am back at it like mathematics, but instead of a shade tag for you guys today, I have a natural hair video. So as you can see, my hair is thick AF. And today we are going to do a twist out on dry hair, dry stretched hair. I washed my hair probably about 3 or 4 days ago, and have been wearing it in a bun for the past couple of days. So it's pretty stretched out. Right now I'm just rehydrating it with a little bit of water from my handy dandy spray bottle. You don't want to spray too much water here, just enough to kind of dampen the hair. If you wet it too much, then it won't dry in the couple hours it usually takes to do the twist out on dry hair, and then it'll be very, very frizzy and it won't hold a curl. So just be sparing with the water. And after I spray, I just kind of go through with my hands and run my fingers through my hair, make sure everywhere got some water on it. Then I'm gonna go through with a little bit of olive oil. I love olive oil. I use it daily on my hair, but not too much though. You don't want to put too much oil. That's me trying to show y'all the oil, but it didn't really work out that way. So yeah, you just want to take the oil, and I start from tip to root and just kind of spread it all through and get it all on your hair. Yeah, so just make sure you spread that oil all the way through. Then next we take the most important tool of all, the wide tooth comb. No naturalista can survive without a wide tooth comb. So now I'm just going to take this and part my hair. I'm going to do 8 large twists, 4 sections with 2 twists in each section. So right now I'm just parting it off for the first section. I like to part my hair. I like to wear my hair with a part down the middle, and so when I part my hair in the middle like that, I like to do my 2 twists on either side of my face so that my hair can kind of frame my face once I take the twist down. Alrighty, and once you have the hair parted into 2 sections, I'm going to just apply a little bit of sealing butter. I use Aunt Jackie's Seal It Up. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on each section. Rub it in really good. And I also like to separate the hair. Like I said earlier, my hair is super thick, so I like to separate it when I'm applying the product to make sure I get it thoroughly dispersed throughout my hair. And then next I'm going to go through with my Denman brush and start to detangle. This is the fun part. I'm just going to detangle from tip to root, being gentle. You never want to detangle curly hair dry. Never, ever, ever. Big no. You always want at least some type of moisture or oil or something on your hair before you detangle it. And then last but not least, we're going to use our handy dandy Eco Styler. I'm using the flaxseed Eco Styler. I just got this maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I love it. It doesn't flake on my twist outs. So just put a little bit. I put it mostly on the ends so that they can coil really good once I twist it, and you'll see that in just a little bit. But yeah, so you apply the Eco Styler, and then you just go through and twist one hand over the other. And if you have thick hair like mine, I like to run my thumb through each section of hair as I twist it, to kind of help it stay detangled and not get tangled back up as I'm twisting it. So once you get down to the bottom of the twist, you're going to just wrap it around your finger and create a little coil so that when you take your twist down, you don't have straight ends. Sometimes when I twist all the way to the end of my hair, my curls don't like that and they'll end up not holding the curl. And I'm bouncing a little bit. Element must have just came on my headphones. So just one more example of the twist for you guys. I'm going to show you one more example of the twist. Booyah! So you just go through all over your head and put the twists in. Like I said, I did 8 large twists and finger coiled the bottom of each twist. And then last but not least, I'm going to go take a little bit of Eco Styler and put it on my edges so that they are on fleek. Just a side note, I also have a really sensitive scalp, so whenever I apply Eco Styler or any type of gel to my hair, I make sure that I just put it on the hair and not on my scalp, so I don't put too much. I've noticed that helps a lot with, if any of you have sensitive scalp, that helps a lot with the itchiness. Alrighty, so I'm going to lay those edges down, come through with my scarf and tie them down, and now we wait. I usually leave the twists in about an hour, hour and a half, give them enough time to kind of take the shape of the twist and enough time for that water that we sprayed on there to kind of start to dry. So I usually twist it up and get in the shower, do my makeup, stuff like that, and then take them down a couple hours later. Alrighty, and we're back. Now for the fun part of taking down the twist. So first things first, I'm going to take my scarf off and inspect the edges, make sure they are indeed on fleek as I want them to be. And they are. Yes, Lord. So just going to take a little bit more olive oil, not too much, and rub it on top of each twist and kind of get your hands saturated with it. Well, not completely saturated, but get enough oil on your hands so that when you go to take your twist down, you aren't making your hair too frizzy. So now I'm just taking down the twist. To take down my twist, I roll the twist in the opposite direction that it's twisted. So if I twisted it counterclockwise, I'll just roll it in my hand clockwise until it unravels, and then just separate the two strands. That way it kind of holds on to its shape, and I keep my coil on the bottom. As you can see, it held onto its shape pretty well. I think for this day I left the twist in probably about 2.5 hours. So if you have time, the longer you leave the twist in, the better the shape holds. But if you don't have time, at least an hour, hour and a half should be good. So now I like to go through and separate the twists. So I just kind of separate my hair in a couple of sections and go through and separate each large twist into 4 or 5 smaller twists. And this gives the hair a more full look. gives the style a more full look. Then after I separate, I go through with my wide tooth comb and just kind of tease the roots so that I don't have any parts. Okay, so same thing with the middle section. Just going to separate each of the large twists into smaller twists, and then come back through with that wide tooth comb and get those parts out. Just kind of teasing the roots. Don't pull the comb all the way through. It'll ruin the pattern of the twist out. So don't pull it all the way through. Just kind of tease the roots so you can success. So you can get the parts out. And same thing with the front. Just separate and tease and get the parts out. Alright, now you can see my final look. That is my twist out on dry hair. Let me know what you guys think. Bye.